is Pa's Pa 2.
Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday. Thank you for waking up for Pa's Pa 2. Up top this morning for you. A family legacy in Lafayette, the Judy's Inn. The restaurant on Johnson Street celebrates its 75th anniversary. News 10's Rodrika Taylor was there yesterday where people lined up all the way down Johnston Street.
We've actually exceeded what we thought we could possibly do, but I've got a great set of employees as well. They really busted their tails today, and I'm appreciative for all that.
In celebrating 75 years in business, Judy's Inn sold everything on their menu for $1.
Seeing all the people out here is great, knowing it's the 75th anniversary of this place, and the burgers are top quality. So, I mean, why not come out to this event?
Our menu is very simple and very basic, but you know what? It's as unique as our special sauce. Our burgers have not changed in 75 years.
The restaurant opened in 1947. It's been a local favorite food place for more than 7 decades.
The reason for this celebration is our dad, our uncle, our aunt, and my mom. You know, they're the people that started this. Anyone can run a business. When you start a business and you make it a success like this, that's special.
Even in dealing with the pandemic, the family says Acadiana support has kept them alive.
When people came back during the pandemic, they felt comfortable. It was like a comfort food for them, as well as they got to tell their children and their grandchildren about how when they came here in years past, they used to get waited on in the cars and have burgers in the car.
The event brought the community out, but not everyone was able to enjoy the taste of the restaurant's burgers. They had reached capacity at 3,500 burgers.
If we could have made more, we would have, but this is a small business, a small situation here.
One person says he was lucky not to miss out on receiving one of Judy's Inn's burgers.
It's pretty surreal just knowing that we got the last one.
That was News 10's Rodrika Taylor reporting there. The family says seeing people waiting for their burgers was heartwarming and showed testament to their family legacy. And take a look at this. In Jeff David's parish, 2 men, 27-year-old Michael Dublachand and 42-year-old Nicholas Chasson, are facing charges in connection to catalytic converter thefts. Sheriff's deputies responded to a call of 2 suspicious men in the 8100 block of Martin Roy Road in Jennings. Investigators say they noticed what appeared to be a catalytic converter hanging out of one of the men's backpack. A second catalytic converter was found during that search. The saws were also discovered in their backpacks. Then a woman accused of killing her passenger in an alleged drunk driving crash in Lafayette. She was arrested last week. News 10's Mark Rigsby spoke with the Lafayette police about it.
This is 24-year-old Ashley Martin. She's charged with vehicular homicide.
It's a shame. She's young, you know, and it's a hurtful lesson that she has to learn, you know, from this, and it's unfortunate.
Lafayette police say Martin was driving a 2013 Toyota Tundra pickup truck in the 1900 block of West University Avenue around 3:30 in the morning on Monday, February 21st, when the truck went off the road, struck a pole, and hit a tree. Martin and her passenger, 27-year-old Bobby Celestine Jr. of Lafayette, were injured and taken to the hospital. She was treated and released, but his injuries were more severe. Celestine died on March 9th. A toxicology test determined Martin was over the legal limit for alcohol.
Miss Martin was under the influence, and so a warrant was applied for her arrest for vehicular homicide.
Martin was arrested on Tuesday and booked into the Lafayette Parish Correctional Center under $60,000 bond.
Jail records show Martin is no longer in custody. In Jeff David's parish, Auctioneer Health is acquiring the last American Legion hospital in the U.S., located in Jennings. Auctioneer will be investing more than $27 million in that hospital over the next 10 years. Just under 500 employees currently work there, and there are no anticipated layoffs. Here's some good news for employees also.
Our employees will be raised to a minimum wage of $12, and that impacts at least 20 to 25% of our workforce with an investment of over $600,000. So that's an amazing first day and something that we really want to celebrate. And so we're excited about joining the missions of our organization and what we can create working together.
The transition should be completed by the end of the year. The state fire marshal's office is warning Louisianans about the dangers of open burning following multiple deaths, resulting from out-of-control burn piles just last week. News 10's Neil Zarang reports from New Iberia on what can be done to prevent more tragedies.
Of the 3 accidental burn deaths within the past week, 2 have been inside Acadiana. Lasty Sagara of New Iberia had a 10-acre grass fire on his property Saturday. He was reported missing, but his burned body was found near a pond Monday.
It's never been an issue for this agency. This has been an unprecedented situation, and that's why we put the alert out, because we've just never seen anything like this.
Heavy winds and dry conditions are proving a deadly mix across the state. According to the Louisiana Fire Marshal's office, the burn ban was in effect due to a risk of property. These recent accidents are due to people being caught off guard by a change in wind conditions.
Individuals start a fire, they get to doing something else, they turn around and find that it's gotten out of control, they go to try to control it, and then they get overcome by the smoke, and then they pass out, and unfortunately the fire continues, where they end up landing.
To avoid the worst outcome, officials advise before burning you check the full day's wind, speed, and direction. Create a 5-foot wet control line around the area. Alert a loved one or neighbor of the activity. Remain vigilant with a water source nearby, and if all else fails and the burn pile gets out of hand,
don't even bother trying to fix it. Just call 911. It's a super sad situation, a super stunning situation, and we just really need everybody to understand it's a popular practice and it is an effective one, but it is also dangerous.
Just moments after this press release was put out, there was another accidental fire in Bernice. Thankfully, that person was only hospitalized for their injuries, but a reminder to do this with someone else and to always be vigilant. Reporting in New Iberia, Neil Zarang, KFLY News 10.
Some great advice there. A Ville Platte couple speaking out about what they're calling an orphan crisis in Ukraine. They say the Russian invasion is preventing them from bringing 2 children they're in the process of adopting to America. News 10 Britt LaFaso tells us why they're calling on the U.S. Department of State to do more.
He thought that if they evacuated, he would lose us forever.
Yeah. When Russia invaded Ukraine, chaos ensued for the orphans in the country. Hannah and Brett Romero say many were being sent to surrounding countries, but they didn't know where. When the Romeros finally learned their soon-to-be adopted children were in Poland, they flew out right away. But their kids were soon sent to Austria before they could see them. The couple followed the children. This video shows the Romeros reuniting with their adopted son in Poland.
Got fat fingers.
And yes, they're safe, they're out of Ukraine, and that's a plus. But where they're at, they're being taken care of, but they're not safe.
The Romeros say unfortunately they were not able to bring them back to America with them because of policies in the U.S. They say their son Daniel is starting to lose hope.
Daniel told me today that he doesn't feel that he's ever going to be able to come home. Home is in America. Home is with us.
Yeah.
Because of what's going on. And I told him to keep praying, keep the faith.
Every day he says, I really miss you. I want to come home. I mean, what do you say to that besides, I want you here too?
The Romeros say they have full approval from Ukraine to bring their children to Louisiana, but it's the U.S. Department of State that is blocking that from happening. Though President Biden said last week he's allowing 100,000 Ukrainian refugees to come into the U.S., the Romeros say orphans are being forgotten about as they don't have family members to advocate for them there.
In our hearts, they are our children. And to not have a say in what happens to them, to know that they're hurting and we can't do anything about it, is just heart-wrenching.
That was Britt LaFaso reporting. The couple says they plan to flood U.S. senators and representatives with phone calls demanding the Biden administration help out. Trevor Sonye, over in the Weather Center, we have a few couple days of nice weather and then some rain showers as well.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice for today with mostly sunny skies and warm temperatures, but then storm chances increasing for tomorrow and Tuesday. Let's take a look at temperatures now. We're sitting in the 50s, 55 in Lafayette, 54 in New Iberia, 54 degrees coming in Lake Charles. Now, in terms of that visibility situation, We do have some dense fog near the Lake Charles area and across southwestern areas of Louisiana and southeastern Texas, but the fog situation looking pretty good across Acadiana. Satellite radar shows mostly clear skies out there, and zooming on out, we have a storm system that's now impacting New England. That's part of the storm system that impacted us yesterday morning. Our next system is showing up here. This will be coming in for Monday and Tuesday. Firstly, a warm front will lift northward on Monday, and then the rain chances will be increasing on Tuesday as the heart of that upper level system works through the area. Temperatures rising through the 60s and 70s. Highs will be in the low to mid 80s for this afternoon, with the sunshine continuing. Clear skies for tonight, but clouds will be increasing tomorrow. Model not showing much, but warm front will be lifting northward. I think we see a few isolated storms developing right along that front. Moving off to the north, these will be elevated thunderstorms, meaning they will be developing higher up in the atmosphere where it's much colder. So we could see some hail and maybe some stronger winds with some of these storms as they work towards central parts of the state tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. This is what it looks like in terms of the Storm Prediction Center's severe weather outlook. A level 2 risk mainly from, let's say, Highway 190 and points to the north across central and northern portions of the state. Only a level 1 across Acadiana tomorrow, and then on Tuesday the severe weather threat shifts eastward. So I'm not expecting a widespread severe weather event, but anytime you see these warm fronts lifting northward and you have these complex seas coming in due to an upper level system, you always have to watch for the possibility of some hail and some stronger winds. So that's something we'll be monitoring. Not expecting a huge tornado threat with this, but definitely could see some stronger winds and maybe some hail producing storms. Temperatures in the 80s for this afternoon, falling back into the 50s for tonight, rising into the low to mid 80s for tomorrow. Now the wind field changing today, turning southeasterly and southerly winds get stronger tomorrow at around 10 to 20. Upper level system number 1 moving out, and here's our next storm system. This will be showing up for Monday night and Tuesday as it sweeps across the area, and then a cold front will work through the area Wednesday night and Thursday, leading to much cooler conditions later in the week. But for now, temperatures warm, 83 your high, an east-southeast wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. 7-day forecast shows a rain chance of 30% tomorrow, 50% on Tuesday. Very warm Wednesday, could be in the mid to upper 80s as temperatures spike out ahead of that front. And that front comes in and knocks temperatures down. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday highs in the low to mid 70s, and morning starts could be in the 40s.